Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the Multi-Purpose Mom podcast, where we talk about everything faith, life, motherhood, marriage, and all of the chaos in between. If you haven't noticed, there's been a little bit of a trend lately. I've had a lot of solo episodes, and I've also showed up, if you watch the video versions, I've also showed up really unprepared, both physically and mentally. I'm just showing up as I am because I need to show up. And if I'm just being 1000% transparent, like I firmly believe in, I really didn't expect that the podcast was going to go this way. I really thought that I would have more guests on, and I just feel like I have put it out there. I'm not begging people, and I'm okay. Like, I just think that the podcast is evolving or taking a course to where I'm just recording more solo, and I think I'm going to be okay with that. I'm making some changes in my life right now that are going to be quite the challenge, if I do say so myself. As I'm sitting here talking to you, I have been up all night since 9 o'clock last night. I did close my eyes. I didn't really sleep because I know I opened them multiple times because I was so paranoid that I would sleep that I would close my eyes longer than 20 minutes. But at about the 6:30 hour or so, I did close my eyes for about 20 minutes. Really, I probably should have just got up out of the chair and I would have been fine. Why did I stay up all night, you ask? Well, let me tell you. I'm just here to be real with you. And financially, it's just not working. If you don't know me in real life, or, I haven't shared a lot of it, I know, the people that know me, especially my children, they think that I share everything, but I don't. I share, probably 5 minutes worth of snippets, sneak peeks into my life of a 24-hour day, and that isn't even every day. So I really don't share everything, but my husband has not been able to work. He's been off work for 2.5 years, but he has been unable to work for about 1.5 years of that, and was just recently told by his doctor that he's permanently disabled as a carpenter. And sadly, in the midst of all that, he doesn't qualify for any of the benefits through the union. He wasn't vested enough, whatever all of that means. He doesn't get short-term disability, anything like that. So we need to start visiting the options of him applying for Social Security, those kinds of things. And which is why I have, over the last 2 years gone back to work just part-time, because I also own multiple businesses. I own a photography business. I own a photo booth business, or we own, I shouldn't say I. The mirror is actually something that we both do. But those are all luxury services, and the whole economy is kind of struggling right now. And so none of that is booking a ton, enough that I can be oh, I am doing okay. And I really, really believe that I'm walking out in obedience to do this podcast and to work on the Multi-Purpose Mom Ministries. But at the same time, I walked in disobedience for 20 years. So I can't expect and I'm kind of preaching to myself right here, because I have definitely thrown my fair share of fits to God in the last few weeks. But I've walked in disobedience for 20 years, and I can't really expect that now that I'm walking in it for a little bit, that God's just going to bless things and make it fruitful in a way that it's generating income. I really, truly do believe that financial peace is going to come through this ministry. I don't know what that looks like right now, but I do believe it. I am really just trying to get comfortable. Oops, sorry. I'm tired. Like I said, I've been up all night. So, and that's where we were going. Why I've been up all night. I am a private duty pediatric nurse by trade. Well, I'm a nurse. I guess I really could just pull up my bootstraps and go get like a regular job or like a case, even a case that offers 312s a week versus I worked at a previous case that I really loved. I work at a case now that I really love. But it's not 3 12-hour shifts a week. It's like 2 8-hour shifts. And so when I was really praying about the fact that I need more hours, I was like, Lord, I need more hours. I don't know what days to give up. Mondays are usually my ministry day. I am going to try to shuffle some of this around a little bit so that I can maybe, I'm just being real with you. I'm not working any magic secrets or magic sauce, secret sauce. That's what I was trying to say, secret sauce. Any secret sauces back here, but right now what I do is I record on Monday and then I like work on Tuesday. So I'm like hustling to try to get this uploaded by Wednesday morning at 5 a.m. is when I like have been scheduling them. And the last couple of weeks I have really dropped the ball. I also don't have Wi-Fi at home. Because we're struggling financially, I just felt like the Wi-Fi was one thing that I could just cut off and not be affected by it. But sorry, I didn't know I was going to cry today. We're going to blame it on the fact that I haven't had any sleep. Anyways, I cut off the Wi-Fi thinking, it was just one more bill we can do without, I can use the library's Wi-Fi, whatever. Well, the library's Wi-Fi is really, really slow. I'm just here to tell you that. And I'm not trying to be ungrateful. I'm grateful that the library offers Wi-Fi, but when I go there to upload a video to YouTube, it takes a long time. We do have hotspots on our phone that I can sometimes use, but last week when I uploaded our video, I used the hotspot on Phil's phone for my laptop to upload the YouTube video, and it literally took 9 hours, like all night. I told Phil, don't touch your phone in the night. I'm using your hotspot, and pray it doesn't disconnect. So, I know my poor Matthias has been like going through it with no Wi-Fi. I mean, he's going to get a lot of screens during the summer anyway, but I think he was really struggling at first. He has no idea. Like, I don't tell him it's because we like legit just can't afford all the things anymore. I just tell him, it's summer. We're going to take a break. We're just trying to save some money. I pray that my kid never really understands like how broke we are right now. And I know, I do want to preface this and say that I know there are people out there that have it worse than us. I know that. I don't take that for granted. I've been that person. I grew up in poverty. So please know that I very much know. But the truth is, like, we don't have enough to stretch every month. Like, we don't have enough to pay all the bills that come in. And so I've been praying, like, Lord, like, I don't know. I need more hours. I need to figure something out. I don't know how to give up the case I'm at. I don't know how to add more days to my work schedule without giving up something that I'm already doing. Like, do I give up being a photographer? Because if I work more days, to me, I feel like I then don't have any days to shoot. And then I definitely don't have any days to edit and to follow up and to create timelines and schedules. And I don't know how to. I know there are a lot of people, photographers, that work full time and still do photography, but maybe they're doing it differently. Maybe they have I don't know. I don't know how it's working for them. So then I was just kind of praying, like, Lord, maybe there's like a work from home job, like something that I can do remotely. I have a friend that works. She does something. And she works from like 4 a.m. until 1 p.m. And I thought, maybe I could do something like that on the 3 days. Come the school year, I will also work Wednesdays. So like I can't tie up the Wednesdays. I don't know. When I like go through the calendar, I know I'm only working 2 days a week and I should really just be able to add more. But it all just feels really, really hard and really, really against everything that's bringing me peace. Like, I have no peace when I think about adding more shifts during the week. I've actually interviewed with other families. I've like messaged about cases that come through, like the companies I work for send out like emails with all their case openings. And every time for no reason, like it's never that somebody doesn't like me or something. It's just that the schedule needs changed. A lot of these families that come home with private duty nursing have more than one nurse or more than one agency that staffs their case, because private duty nursing, nursing in general, I think is so hard to fill. And so a lot of times these patients have more than one company that staffs them. And so I will show up with company A to interview for a Monday availability. And by the time I get there, company B has already filled that Monday availability. And so it's no longer available and I don't have other days to give. So it's just stuff like that. And it's just been, like even when I try, the doors close and I'm like, okay, it's because I know it's not the Lord's will. But I'm just tired. I'm so tired. I hear so many sermons and I'm not mad at God. I'm not questioning God. I want to be clear on that, because I've walked through many seasons of actually being mad at God and questioning God. But I just feel like I keep hearing message after message after sermon after message about, walking out your faith, walking out your calling. And I feel like that's what I'm doing, but I'm not really seeing anything yet. And that's hard. It's hard for somebody who has been in survival mode her entire life, who has been the kind of person that just has to get things done in order for them to get done her entire life. It's really hard for me to walk out this plan and not have a return of investment like pretty quickly. If somebody books a photo shoot tomorrow, I get paid tomorrow. If I work a nursing shift tomorrow, I get paid next week. But I'm showing up as the best I can every week for the ministry, looking for speaking engagements, posting to the podcast. And I just feel like there's not been a financial return of investment yet. And sometimes I don't know what to do with those feelings. And so with that, the emails came through, and there just happened to be a new case coming, and it's in our town. So it's literally 5 minutes from me. But she's looking for midnight coverage. It's a little baby. I don't want to share a lot of details. Obviously, it's a HIPAA violation, but so I'm going to try to do a Sunday midnight shift at this case. My plan is my hope is that I will sleep for 2 hours on Sunday evening, get up, go to work from 9 p.m. to 9 a.m., and then come home, carry on with my day, maybe take a 2-hour nap in the afternoon, and then go to sleep like normal on Tuesday evening. I'm sorry, on Monday evening, so I can be to work on Tuesday morning. So the patient isn't even home from the hospital yet, so I am trialing myself with staying up all night. And I actually did pretty good. I got a little sleepy at the 6:30 hour, like I mentioned, closed my eyes for a few minutes. But once I got up, I'm actually feeling okay. I have coffee in my system, which is normal anyways, but So, when I wrap up here, I'm going to go run a couple of errands, and I'm going to go home and try to work for a little bit. And then I'm going to take a nap. And then I'm going to go to my son's house, and I'm going to work on his fence. I'm trying to wait until it's a little bit later in the evening, just because it's so incredibly hot today. And I keep going in the middle of the day, and I'm like burnt. It's not painful anymore. It's actually like my back is itching because it's peeling from the first time I did it. But I explained to my therapist today, because she was like, oh, you're painting your son's fence. And I was like, yeah, I just feel like I don't feel like a great mom in this season, or in any season that I've ever been in. Excuse me. I know a lot of that is just the enemy telling me like where I failed, but I worked a lot when my boys were little. I worked so much when the boys were little, and I really try not to do that now, but like I'm kind of being left with no choice but to work more and be away more. And then I'm away and I come home and Matthias is like touching me, and I just like can't, like I'm just like, stop touching me, I'm overstimulated. And I've just been in a real season of like feeling like I don't have any way to show up for my kids, especially my adult kids. And so I'm sorry, this is why you don't wear makeup, girls. I have just been feeling lately like I don't have the ability to like show up for my kids the way I've wanted to all their lives. And Cole had posted that he was looking for somebody to paint his fence, and I was like, I'll come paint your fence. And I know it seems probably silly to them, maybe not, I don't know. He kept saying yesterday, like, how much do you want me to pay you? And I was like, I don't want you to pay me. I'm not doing this for money. Like, because, I mean, sadly, my kids know, like, that financially, but I just want to do that for them. And, like, I invited Boyd to breakfast the other day to what used to be one of his favorite restaurants. I wasn't thinking about the fact that he can't eat eggs now, but he actually tried to buy breakfast, and I was like, no, I invited you. That's not how this works. And there's not a lot of ways I can show up for Boyd right now, but I know his season is coming, and I don't have a lot of money to throw my kids his way, and I don't have the mental stability half the time to be present, and I just really try to be like a stable parent. But I just felt like they know how busy I am, and if I can sacrifice and give them some of my time and labor, it's a labor of love. And I want to do that for them. I'm sorry, I'm crying like a baby today. I'm definitely blaming it on the lack of sleep. But if you know me, I am actually an insanely emotional creature. So I am going to read the perpetual calendar today because I read it before I started, and I was like, okay, Holly Girth. It says, God is not at all interested in you getting things done. If he made the world in 7 days, there's nothing he can't check off his to-do list without your help. Okay. What he wants on this journey to your dream is intimacy with you. And maybe that's it. Maybe I'm not spending enough time with him. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I do think working this midnight shift, it'll allow me to get some of that computer work stuff done. I want to try to kind of map out my episodes a little, at least have like a topic. I really just come here and talk about my life every week, and I just think that's where the podcast is evolving for right now, and I'm sure it'll have seasons where it does different things. But but I just think right now I'm just coming here every week, not as somebody that has it all together and all figured out so that I can tell you how to have it all together and all figured out, but somebody that can walk alongside you also in the chaos, trying to live out her purpose and encouraging you to do the same. So with that, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for being here. And don't forget that you're created on purpose for purpose. Thanks. Bye-bye.